Welcome to Salesforce training videos from SPTech. SPTech is Salesforce consulting services based in Atlanta, Georgia. In this module, I'm going to demonstrate how you can open up record sharing using role hierarchy, sharing rules, and manual sharing. So if I take you to sharing settings, so under sharing settings, we applied OWD. So here you can see we set OWD for account as private. So in this case, if you set OWD as private, so the user can access only those records which are owned by them, right? If you want to share the records, so we have three options. So let's understand first one, that is role hierarchy. So if you want to share the records vertically in a hierarchy, so for that Salesforce provides you role hierarchy. So you can just click on expand all. So uh, here, like if already roles are available, so those will be displayed, but right now there are no roles. So what you can do, you can add roles. So I'm just adding one role as CEO and clicking on save. So this role is created. Now again, I'm clicking on roles. So you can see one role is available here under SPTech Inc. Now, if you want to add one more role similar to CEO, like on the same level, so you can just click on this add role. But if you want to add a role under the CEO role, so you can click on this button. And let's say now I'm creating one more role as CFO and clicking on save, right? So now we have a hierarchy set up. So we have two roles. One is CEO and another one is CFO. So CFO is subordinate of CEO. Now, if I assign a user for the CFO role, so the records which are owned by this user will be automatically shared with this CEO user, right? So how you can assign the users? So you just need to click on assign button. And here you will see the list of users. From here, you can control all the things. So here options are available. So accordingly, you can choose. So I'm just assigning this user as CEO, Neeraj, and I'm assigning Sanjay as CFO. So what will happen? The records which are owned by Sanjay will be automatically shared with Neeraj because Neeraj is above in the hierarchy. So this way, this role hierarchy works, and you can share your records vertically in the hierarchy, even if OWD is applied. So this is first type of record sharing. Now, if two users don't have any hierarchy, like we have a user who doesn't report to any other user, right? There is no role between them. So how you can share the records between them? So for that purpose, we again need to go to sharing settings. And if you scroll down, so at bottom, you will see for each object, we can create sharing rules. So right now here, I'm going to create sharing rule for account because we applied OWD on account. So if you want to create sharing rule, so you just need to click on new. So here you can see we just need to fill the label. So let's say I'm providing share account records as a label. Rule API name will be populated automatically. Then here we have two types to define the rule. One is based on record owner and another one is based on criteria. So if you want to share records owned by particular user or group of user with another user or group of user, so you can choose this first option. So here step 3 says select which records to be shared. So here we have three options: public group, roles, and roles and subordinates. So you can choose them, and from here you can select the values, right? So if you have public group or roles and subordinates, so you can choose them accordingly. Now here we have select the users to share with. So let's say here I'm selecting roles and subordinates, and I selected CEO. So what will happen? The records which are owned by these users will be shared with this CEO roles and the subordinates as well. And step 5 says like what access level you want to provide. So for this we have to read only and read write. And for opportunity, we have 3. For case, we have 3. So opportunity and cases are related to accounts. So that's why these are also available here. So accordingly, you can configure your sharing rule. So this was based on record owner. Now, if you want to share your record based on criteria, so you can choose this option. So you can see step third is changed. Now here you can't select the user. You just need to define the criteria. So let's say if I define the criteria. So on account, we have a field. Let's say industry equals agriculture. So what will happen? The records which are owned by any user, if on those records industry is populated as agriculture, they will be shared with CEO role users or subordinates as well. So this way you can apply the criteria. So it depends on the requirement whether to go with based on record owner or based on criteria. So if I just click on save, so this sharing rule will be created. So if I scroll down, so here you can see our sharing rule is created, and this way your records will be shared with the users. So this way, if you don't have any hierarchy between users, still you can share the records. Now, next is how we can share records manually. So if you have any particular record, let's say I have this record and I want to share this specific record to particular user. So what you can do, you can open this record and you will find a sharing button here. And from here, you can search for the user. So let's say I am searching a user name as Neeraj. So I'm just copying this name. Okay, this record is already owned by Neeraj, so that's why that user was not populating. So let me take another account record. So this is owned by Sanjay. So here you will see that user will be populating. So earlier that user was the owner, so that's why this was not populating. Now it is available. And if you click on save, and so this record is shared with Neeraj. So if you go here again, if you click on edit, so here you can see the record is shared with which user, and you can also control the access level, right? So this way, if you have OWD applied for particular object, so you have 3 ways to open up the record sharing. One is role hierarchy, second is sharing rule, and third is manual sharing. If you are based in USA and looking to start or advance your career with Salesforce, please reach out to us at hr@sptechusa.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Salesforce training videos.